Hello, and welcome to volume 260. I think it's 260. As always, if I'm wrong, I'll put it here on the screen, the actual number that's on there. It is Tuesday. Thank you so much for being here. I totally appreciate that. Couldn't figure out why I couldn't hear that well. It turns out I had can't really see it because of the shirt, but I'm one of those people that I like the around the neck thing. I tried the in-buds, the earbuds or whatever you call it, and I don't know, it was plugging up too much, so I couldn't hear what was going on around me. And I'm real conscious of that. I like to be able to hear what's happening around me. So I got this to replace the one that I literally wore for almost 10 years. It was an LG, and it just finally gave out. The microphone was going out, but I had it when I worked at AT&T, and I would use it constantly, listen to music all day long on my phone, talk to people. I could actually hook it up to two phones too, which is cool because I can do that now. I have my personal phone, and then I've got my business phone for Surf City Vinyl, and for Surf City Santa, and for Surf City Firearms, and for what other business? Oh, the Black and White T-shirt company. So entrepreneur, much? Sure. But anyways, haven't been doing much of anything other than recuperating, getting healthy, and feeling good. And I apologize. There's so much light coming in behind me, but it's just one of those days where I'm rushing, trying to get things done. I had the Orange County Gun Owners Second Amendment celebration. We call it Gun Prom on Saturday night at Orange Hill Restaurant. And I'll pop a couple of quick photos in here. Okay, that's me in my my new suit that I got at Kohl's. And you're not going to believe this. It's actually made out of recycled water bottles. And you don't dry clean it. You just throw it in the washing machine and then let it hang to dry. And I'll tell you, it's doggone comfortable. It is really comfortable. So I was happy with that. And as far back as I can remember, that's the first blue suit that I think I've ever owned. Normally I get black, and I've had brown suits, and then the sport coat thing where they're two different colors. But I picked up the suit on Friday, and then we have a wedding coming up as well. Kelly's wearing, she's narrowed it down to 3 different dresses, but they all have pinkish in them. So I got a pink shirt and a pinkish tie. It's a pattern. And then I also got the shirt that was in those pictures and a tie to go with that for the event on Saturday night. I have no idea after the wedding how long it'll be before I wear a suit again. I don't wear suits very much. And for those of you who know me, I'm very rarely out of shorts. 99.9% of the time, I've got shorts on. I'm just not a fan of long pants. I like wearing shorts. And it used to be I had some damn fine looking legs, but they've gotten quite a bit thinner with the cancer. But hey, that's what it is, right? At least I'm alive. So positivity rules. Okay, interesting little story about the Kohls, the shopping thing at Kohl's. And I'll cut this down, make it as short as I can. Went and paid for my stuff, and I had the suit, so jacket, pants, shirt 1, shirt 2, tie 1, tie 2. So 6 items. I go up there, I put it on the counter at Kohl's. And for those of you who don't shop at Kohl's, it's like the land of discounts. You get a senior discount, you get a discount for using your credit card, all these different discounts that they put on there. So the lady rings everything up. My card's not working because I can't remember the last time I used my card in the store. I usually just buy things online and have them shipped to the house, or I go pick them up over there. I apologize, I'm getting a little bit of dry mouth here. Don't fear the finger. And so she put everything. It was funny too, because at first she goes, "Would you like the hangers?" And I'm thinking, "No, it's okay." And then she looks at me, he goes, "Are you sure you don't want the hangers?" And I start thinking, yeah, I probably could use the hangers, because otherwise, what am I going to do? So she takes the hangers, she puts everything on the hangers, and then she takes the bag and puts a little hole on top slides it over. It's like a garment bag, and she ties it at the bottom. So we finish up our thing. She gives me $50 in Kohl's cash, writes the number down for me to call and get a replacement for my credit card because evidently a little strip died on it. So I said, thank you very much. Started heading to the truck. As I'm getting there, I start hearing somebody calling my name. So I turn around and look, and it's the sales associate that was just helping me. So she comes running out to the parking lot, and she's holding up my 2 ties. And she goes, are these yours? I go, oh, they are. I go, thank you so much. Completely forgot about that. So I take the ties, jump in the truck, go do what else I got to do. Later that night, I'm looking at the receipt to see how much I ended up saving, and it didn't look right. There's only 4 items on the receipt. So she didn't charge me for the ties, the neck ties. I go, oh, man. And it just bugged me all weekend. Just bugged me. I mean, it was one of those things where I kept thinking, what if it was my business? And, and that happened, and I shipped off, a couple of shirts to the wrong person, whatever. So it was bugging me. So I went back yesterday morning, and I had already taken the ties off of the little hooky things. So I just took the 2 little hooky things with a price on them, and I took them back in, and I explained to the lady, and I said, here's what happened, blah, 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 told the whole story. And she's standing behind the counter, and her first response is, well, bless you for coming and saying something. And she goes, no one does that. And I said, well, I'm just trying to do the right thing. I said, I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to raise my vibration. I'm trying to make this a better planet. And I think if we all love each other and we all treat each other with kindness and treat each other the way we want to be treated, there's a chance we could save this world. At least we can make it better. And there's no reason why we can't do that. So anyways, and it got a little embarrassing, because I don't know, she must have said it 4 or 5 times. I can't believe you. So I didn't want all the praise and didn't want all the pat on the back. I just wanted to return the stuff. But here's the reason I'm telling you this, because I don't want you to go, oh man, that was so cool. You did that. That's great. Not why I'm telling you this. Why I'm telling you this is because goodness is rewarded. Choosing the higher level is rewarded. Showing love is rewarded. So as she's totaling this whole thing up, she says, oh, well, let me put the senior discount, because they were charging me for the ties. She goes, let me put the senior discount on here. I didn't even know they had a senior discount. Now I do. One of the ties that I was going to buy went on sale on Sunday. So it was half the cost of what it would have been if I bought it on Friday, if they had charged me for it on Friday. And as she's going through the whole thing, she looks at it. She goes, hey, you have $50 in Kohl's cash. And I said, yeah, but I think I have to wait like a week. Because normally my memory is telling me if you got Kohl's cash, like you can't use it the next day. You have to hang on to it for 10 days or something like that. I'm not sure how that works. And if you know how it works, do me a favor, leave it in the comments. Do you have to wait to use your Kohl's cash, or can you do it like the next day? So anyways, she goes, oh, no, it's active. You can use it. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I ended up with $5 Kohl's cash left over. So technically, I think if you do the math, I still didn't pay for the ties, because the $50 in Kohl's cash I got from what I spent on Friday for the money I spent. So, I think and I'm not a math whiz, but I think I didn't technically pay for the ties because of the $50 that I got from Kohl's cash, which I didn't have before. It wasn't my money. They gave it to me because I bought something. So anyways, that's what I'm saying. Doing good gets rewarded. And it's not why we do good, but it is nice to know that, call it what you want. Karma comes around, whatever. So on to, and I apologize because that really wasn't health related, but this is. I was taken back this afternoon. I was sitting on my recliner because I'm going to take dinner to my mom tonight. So I was sitting there thinking, well, I wonder what she'd like. And it turns out it's going to be Wiener Schnitzel. She went to Kraut Dog, hasn't had one in forever. So Wiener Schnitzel it is. So I'm sitting there, my phone rings and it's a 949. I go, what the heck? I answer it. And they said, hi, this is Hogue Genetic Testing Department. And I said, okay, because I have an appointment coming up for genetic testing on, I want to say May 4th. May the 4th be with you. May 4th. And a couple of months ago, they sent me an email with a link in it, and I was supposed to go fill that out. And it's a family history, and it covers, your mom's side of the family, your dad's side of the family, back through your grandparents. And it covers your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, all that kind of stuff. Who's had cancer, what kind of cancer do they have? Are they still alive? Did they die? What age are they now? What age did they die at? And I'm like, holy crap. So I called my mom up and I said, hey, it was kind of like phone a friend. I said, can I pump you for some information? And doggone it, if she didn't take me through it, she did. She helped me out with, the genealogy and who's had cancer and what kind of cancer they had, all that kind of stuff. So God bless my mother. She pulled my bacon out of the fire, because this has to be done by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And Mr. Procrastinator here, I kept putting it off, thinking I had more time. Turns out I didn't. So thank goodness for my mom for doing that. And she had suggested too that my Aunt Bobby probably would have been a wealth of information as well, because she's so good at remembering everything about our family and where people came from, who's related to who, all that kind of stuff. It's just fantastic. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. I hope you can. Remember I told you about the nest over my front door, and every year we get sparrows that come and they have some babies. Well, they did. They had 4 babies, and the little babies grow up, to enough to where they can fly, and they fly away. Well, this year they were gone for a week and a half, and now we have a little singer that came back. It's a little sparrow, and I have not seen a couple. It's just the one sparrow, and he or she sits up in that nest and just sings, just tweets and chirps and having a great time. I mean, it's awesome. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's so cool. And they're actually, this bird is a little less jumpy than the other ones with the babies. Maybe she doesn't feel as protective or something, but open the front door and she doesn't necessarily fly away right away. So it's really cool. It's the small things that make me happy. Okay, so genetic testing coming up. Oh, holy moly, talk about burying the lead. I told you I wouldn't read my results, right? My medical results. And I should have quantified that or clarified that. If it's something I don't think I'll understand, I'm not going to read it. If it's something I think I might be able to discern, I'll read it. So got the results back from my blood test yesterday morning, pretty quick. My PSA, which is my prostate specific antigen. And this is what we use to determine what our cancer is doing. It's a number, and the lower the number, the better. So last test, which was a month ago, was lesser than 0.04. This test that they just did yesterday, still at less than 0.04, which is fantastic. My testosterone, less than 1. So less sign and 1. So once again, I'm jazzed. That means my cancer's still asleep. I hate using that term, my cancer. The cancer that's inside of my body is currently still asleep. So I'm pretty overjoyed with that. I'm just completely jazzed. And I can't believe it took me this long into the video to do that. You know what? I'll have to put it in the title. I'll go, the good stuff is 3/4 of the way through. But it's spectacular. It just makes me feel great. So I will see my oncologist, I believe on May 9th. So right now, man, it's all thumbs up. I mean, everything is going good. And then on top of that, today is Kelly and I's 14th anniversary. We got married 14 years ago today. This is a picture of what we looked like 14 years ago. Wasn't she beautiful? I mean, she still is, you know what I'm saying. But she's working today. So we're not really, we're going to go eat, I think, frozen yogurt when she gets home from work. And then this weekend, we're going to go out to dinner. And what I'm going to do, my daughter, Alyssa, suggested today, she goes, go somewhere you've never been before, Papa. Because, so I'm going to be on the hunt. I'm going to look for a restaurant. I've got Huntington Beach, Newport Beach, Corona Del Mar, Dana Point, all these places that I can look for a restaurant. But I want to take her somewhere nice and go somewhere we haven't been before. And I'll let you know how it turns out. I'll be kind of excited. Now, Kelly and I have been together longer than 14 years. We were living in sin for quite a while. And then Kelly said she was tired of playing house and I better or get off the pot. Well, I didn't want to lose a good thing. Excuse me. So I proposed at the top of Haleakala in Maui at sunrise. And she said yes. So, lucky guy. But anyways, okay, I'm going to wrap this up. I didn't mean for this to go so long. And I feel like now that we're finished, I did everything backwards. But I'll put it in the title that, PSA news, all that kind of stuff is there. So humongous thank you to all of you guys. I'm so jazzed about my PSA. But just humongous thank you to you guys for all of the prayers, all of the positive energy, all of the good thoughts. All of the aloha, the shaka, the good juju, everything that you guys send my way. I appreciate all of it. And it's making me a better man. It's making me healthier. And for those of you who don't believe in the power of prayer, no problem. Those of you who do, you know what I'm talking about. It's just, so keep them coming. I appreciate it. I love you all. Thank you so much for following the channel. And I had mentioned it earlier last week, but I am going to do the recap. I'll be starting on that in the next couple of days. So I'm going to bring you through the story because we're 260 episodes, and a lot of people aren't going to go back to the beginning and follow the story. I mean, it'd take forever. So I am going to do a Cliff Notes version of it. And that way, people that are tuning in right now, and we're getting a lot more people watching the channel now, then they can kind of a catch up, to get them up to date. So anyways, I'm so jazzed today. And you guys are a humongous part of that. I used the word humongous twice today, twice in this video. So I love you all. Have an awesome Tuesday, and I will talk to you on the next video.